Welcome to Dino Wars, where I tell stories from a planet with humans and dinosaurs. And today, the Dilophosaurs have made a stronghold on an abandoned island after the inhabitants were murdered. But by who? This is gonna be a dark episode, guys, so buckle up. Because today we find out what happened to all the poor humans of this island and take it back from the dinos. Unravel the mystery with me on today's episode. To start, I'm gonna kind of visualize things in my head. To begin this mysterious island, I'm gonna start with the beach. And the reason why leads us to the inspiration for this video. So if you watched Dino Wars before, you know I draw a lot of my inspiration from history, like how the anti-dino guards camp was based on a Roman marching camp in this video. Or the flak tower in this video. Well, today we're going back to World War II, which, at least on the Pacific side, has a lot of these famous island battles, specifically Tarawa in modern-day Kiribati. Since the story of this MOC is about an island of humans that was overrun by dinosaurs, I drew inspiration from these historical battles. Now, one of the most formidable obstacles to an amphibious force is the reef. And at Tarawa, only these tractor boats called LVTs could clear the reefs. Now that my anti-dino guard has a similar vehicle called the frog tank, we're perfectly equipped to take back this island in the name of the humans. I'm gonna make the frog tank look half submerged the same way I did in this video by building the ocean up around it. For the ocean, I'm using medium azure to replicate that bright blue you see in shallow tropical waters. Now on the side, I'm gonna use this clear clip to clip on a fish. And that way, I made a coral reef cross-section under the water. No Lego fish were run over in the process of making this video. And then I'll use the medium azure tiles and tile up the top. But as I was almost done with the ocean, I ran out of azure tiles.
No.
So I had to order more. In the meantime, let's go back to draw some more inspiration before we start building the beach. Take a look at these historical photos of the Tarawa battle. Notice this pier and this seawall made of palm logs? That gave me some ideas for making the beach of my own island. And just in time, my parts came in. Now, the ocean is done. For the beach, I wanted to try something you probably haven't seen before in any MOC. Or maybe you have, I don't know. Instead of just using tan, I'm gonna add this light yellow color to make the sand look brighter and more vibrant. Just a couple more sea creatures. There you go. Now I'm gonna fill this side with filler brick. But also, I'm gonna make room for a cool little detail hidden in the sand. Since there's like a cross section, I decided to add a buried pirate treasure chest. Will our human characters find it? Or miss out on millions of space dollars right before their feet? Oh, and remember that palm log seawall I talked about earlier? I made my own using palisade bricks and these decorated wood tiles. In this area, I'm gonna make the pier I was talking about. But I'm also gonna add this little fisherman's hut. And a skeleton? This island was home to a fishing community until one day all contact with them and the mainland was shut off. And for some reason, they went silent. This fisherman here got his head bitten off while fishing. Bro didn't even know what hit him. On this big wooden platform more inland, there are two buildings. This one is an outhouse. The guy inside got his arms bitten off while doing the deed, and because he had no arms, he couldn't wipe, so he got an infection and died in 10 minutes. I call this house the tree house because there's a giant tree growing through it. And inside is a skeleton holding some sort of diary. Of course it's a beach, so you gotta add palm trees. And I'm adding my favorite plant piece, the giant fly trap. Then I covered the empty sand area with a unique plant. The inspiration for this plant actually comes from one of my favorite beach plants called the naupaka, which you can see growing on beaches all the time in Hawaii. There's two types of naupaka, the beach naupaka and the mountain naupaka. And if you look at the flower, look, there's only half a flower. Now the Hawaiian legend goes that long ago, two star-crossed lovers were forbidden to be together by the gods, I guess, and so they separated, one to the mountains and one to the beach, which is why the mountain naupaka and the beach naupaka only have half a flower each. This doesn't have anything to do with today's build, but as a lover of lore, I thought it'd be cool to mention. Lastly, I'll add a fishing boat, but because it's been abandoned for so long, it's got plants growing in it. Now that the scenery is finished, it's time to populate it with our adversaries. In my rating my dino collection video, I didn't rate the Dilophosaurus, so I'll rate him now. The body, legs, and arms on this dino are really nothing new. The only thing unique is the head, which looks really good. Nowadays, we know more about the Dilophosaurus to know the one in the Jurassic Park movies isn't accurate. Especially the frills. I mean, there's no point in having extra display structures on a dinosaur that already has two huge display structures, the crests on its head. But what I like about this Lego one is the size. Compared to a minifig, it's similar to the size of a real Dilophosaurus compared with a real human. Overall, I'm gonna put it at B. For the humans, we roll in deep. We got first squad, minus Jenna, coming in on a rubber boat. Second squad on the frog tank, and a couple AA boys on the flak panzer. Lastly, I thought this side needed a bit more detail, so I added... Yup, a pterosaur. I'm planning on collecting them all, then making a mock with all of them, but that'll come later, so please, subscribe so you don't miss it. The stage is set for our battle. It's time to show you the final build.
Go, go, go! clear.
Clear.
All clear.